How did we get here? How did our society fall so low that a young woman, a healer, could be so brutally violated and murdered in the very place she served? Where were those who were supposed to protect her? Where was the justice that should have prevented this atrocity? These are the questions we must ask ourselves today. And today, we confront a horrifying incident that has shaken our nation to its core, the brutal rape and murder of a young trainee doctor in Kolkata. This is not just a crime against one woman, it is a crime against humanity, a crime against every value we hold dear as Christians and as a society. Today, I speak not just as a Christian but as a fellow human being whose heart is filled with righteous anger and a deep thirst for justice. On the night of August 8th and the 9th, 2024, a 31-year-old postgraduate trainee doctor at Kolkata's R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital was found brutally assaulted and murdered. Sanjay Roy, a civic volunteer, was arrested soon after. But as details have emerged, it's become clear that this crime was not the work of just one individual. There are chilling reports that suggest a possible gang rape, adding even more horror to this already heinous act. The situation has only escalated from there. The case has now been handed over to the CBI. Following widespread protests and demands for justice, the CBI has already begun its probe, even visiting the hospital where the crime took place and questioning key individuals. As Christians, we cannot look away. We are called to stand up against injustice, to be the voice for the voiceless. The Bible is unequivocal. Let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream. This is our mandate. This is our duty. What makes this case even more tragic is the failure of the systems that were supposed to protect this young woman. From the hospital administration to law enforcement, there were failures at every level. This is not just an issue of legal justice. This is a moral failure, a spiritual crisis. The CBI must conduct a thorough investigation. The truth must come out, and those responsible must be held to account. We cannot allow the sacrifice of this young woman to be in vain. This is not just about one life. This is about the sanctity of all life. We cannot allow this tragedy to become just another statistic. We must demand accountability. We must demand justice. The streets of Kolkata, the halls of justice, and the corridors of power must hear our cry. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has led protest marches demanding swift justice and even the death penalty for the accused. Political tensions are running high, with various leaders calling for greater scrutiny and responsibility. The family of the victim has shared heart-wrenching details of their experience, urging a swift and transparent investigation. As Christians, we must stand with them. We must be their voice. Let us remember the words of Proverbs chapter 31 verse 8 to 9. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy. In closing, I urge you to pray. Pray for justice. Pray for the family of the victim. Pray for our nation. But let your prayers move you to action. Speak out. Join the protest. Demand accountability. Let us not rest until justice is done, until the sanctity of life is upheld, until the darkness is driven out by the light.